Hey, it's Ryan with QLZ. We were doubling up on interviews today. We've got Austin, we've got Jordan, the guys in Gunshine, our artist spotlight band from this morning. Guys, appreciate you taking time on the bus. How are things?
Yeah, man, appreciate you having us. Yeah, things are really good. We actually just left a couple days ago. Got a nice little run of shows, and yeah, we're excited to be going back out with Buckcherry again. Should be a fun time.
Where are you guys at right now?
Right now, we're somewhere in Alabama. I think we're north of
Okay,
Birmingham. We have a headline show in Toledo, Ohio, at Frankie's to kick
nice.
things off tomorrow night.
That's awesome. That's 45 minutes from where I grew up in Ohio, in Toledo.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know anything about Frankie's. I think Plush just played there last week. I think
Plus,
Gals and Plush just played there.
yeah, I
Um,
saw that. Yep.
yeah, but yeah, Toledo about 45 minutes from where I grew up. So again, man, you guys shouldn't have too bad of a drive to get here from Toledo to Central Illinois on Friday. So it shouldn't be too bad for you guys.
Yeah, not too bad. We'll make it happen.
There you go. So again, man, you guys were our artist spotlight band this morning. I know you guys have multiple shows at Vineyards this weekend. I know you guys have got one on Michigan as well. Have you guys played a Vineyard before? I know it's a cool setting. It's kind of a different setting for a lot of bands, but it's definitely cool. Have you guys played Vineyards in the past, or is this kind of the first time?
We have not, so we have no
Okay.
clue what to expect. But
Okay.
we heard Vineyard and we figured it would be a good time. So
Yeah. Yeah, you guys be outside. There'll be a nice. I don't know if the sunset while you guys are up there, but there'll be a nice sunset at some point. You guys are out in the field, man. It's a nice calming atmosphere, but you're rocking out at the same time, so it should be a lot of fun for you guys.
yeah, absolutely.
So, what's done is done is the track. It's you guys' most recent single. We just had in the Art Spotlight this morning. Told you guys triple shot tomorrow, getting you guys Blackwater and Buckcherry on, getting people pumped up for the show. What would you like our listeners to know about this track? Anytime we have a band on the Art Spotlight, it's always kind of nice to get some. I know you've done some behind the scenes videos on the track as well, but what would you like our listeners to know about it?
Yeah, it's a pretty cool, different, dynamic track for us. It was the song I wrote. It's kind of like a personal story. Did we just crash? You still got me, man? Oh,
I guess there you go. There we go. Yeah, there we go.
All right, cool. Yeah, that's our latest single. It's a song I wrote. It's kind of like a personal sort of story for me, very personal song. But musically, it kind of just really goes between these different kind of vibes. I kind of wanted to paint the picture between like this sort of like westerny kind of feel that gets really heavy in the chorus and then takes this left turn at the end of the song where it kind of drops into this darker, kind of darker, heavier vibe there at the end, almost like kind of Black Sabbath-y kind of feel. And then when we introduce like the screaming vocals and stuff like that. So you got anything on it?
Man, Austin called me one morning and he had this awesome song idea with lyrics and music already there. And I sat down and gave it a listen. I'm like, man, this is great. Let's freaking do it. And
yeah, it worked out because his voice is really, really good for the song too. And we're kind of doing some cool stuff where we combine vocals where it's like him and I are both singing lead in the chorus, which is
Cool.
a little unusual. A lot of times you'll just do harmonies and stuff like that, but we have two lead vocals in the chorus. So kind of unique there.
And I know you guys are a band that's when I've been out a little bit, Buckcherry, the show got announced. A lot of our listeners asked me, like, are you going to get this band on the air, the Art Spotlight? Are you going to get it? So we had people requesting you guys before I knew who you were, which is very, very cool. And what I love about the song as well, I feel like it's like you mentioned, you did a good job overviewing everything with it and this journey. But I feel like, dude, I get like 3 different songs. It's like almost nearly a 5-minute song. It doesn't feel like it's 5 minutes, but I feel like I get like 3 different songs in this one.
Yeah. That's kind of where I wanted to like sort of take you on a journey with it and kind of pull you through these different to try to replicate the push and pull of making hard decisions and the regret that could come with making a decision. So it gets into this hopeful vibe and then it's this darker vibe and then to try to portray that feeling.
No, I love it. Again, man, any song that kind of takes me on a journey like that, man, I love hearing it. So, like, music plans for you guys, what do you guys have coming up? I know you got, one album out right now? You guys just started this band, 4.5, 5 years ago.
We got 2 albums up.
Or 2 albums, excuse me, 2 albums.
We have one full-length 10-song record, then we have a 5-song EP,
okay.
And then we just released What's Done Is Done. So currently it's 16 songs out. The band actually just debuted in June of 2022, so it's a pretty new project. And yeah, it's been rolling good for us so far. So we're working on a bunch of new music right now, going into the studio actually in a couple days. We're probably going to kind of take the singles route and then maybe package on an album later on. But the industry has just changed so much, so it's you kind of get more bang for your buck that way.
Yeah, exactly. And you can, I mean, if you want to do music videos for every single song, or kind of, do you enjoy being able to kind of give attention to every song that comes out? I know, again, this is something that you guys a little bit different you're going to do, but are you kind of looking forward to getting a song out there and kind of each one kind of maybe having a longer lifespan or a little bit more attention given to it for a longer period of time?
Yeah, very much so. I like treating just about every one of our songs as its own entity, so it has like its own spirit about it, its own vibe about it. It tells its own story. And I mean, every song we kind of have a vision from the beginning. I mean, whether a video or the live performance or something, we always have a bit of a vision, for a song as soon as we're done writing it. Yeah, so.
And you guys started in 2020, correct?
The ideas were kind of circulating for a while. Me and our drummer James actually kind of were trying to audition different singers for a really long time and jamming, different song ideas and people. And then, we met Jordan shortly after that, and the band was conceived probably it's kind of started during the COVID times. 2021 is, I think, when we first started writing together. So right about that time.
What was it? I mean, you're auditioning people again. You can't go out and play shows. Like, were you guys hoping to play shows like right away, or did you enjoy the fact you could just sit down and just write a lot of music and focus on that first, maybe?
That's what was really cool about it. There was no pressure about that first album. It was really just like as they say, you have your whole life to write the first record. So a lot of the riffs were from past years and stuff like that. Because previously to Gunshine, I toured with a band called New Year's Day. So while I was on the road with them, I was working on song ideas for Gunshine, for what would become Gunshine. And so there was kind of years of working on it prior, I guess. So
that's awesome.
I would say the first album, man, we had to something we were kind of picturing when we were writing the album is how we would go on stage and perform a concert that like every song has such high energy. It's like if you watch an AC/DC concert or Def Leppard show or something, it's like every one of their songs, they may be playing songs from several different albums, but their concerts have that like just raw electric type of energy about them. So I mean, I knew once we hit the stage, that's the same type of energy that I wanted to bring there. So that's the reason every single song from the first album is just a straight banger.
That's awesome. Yeah. I love the fact you guys are able to do that. Again, focus on a lot of these tracks as well. You guys, like you said, you've got some shows this week. Do you guys have a bunch more shows coming up, or kind of what's the plan look like for the rest of the year for you guys when it comes to hitting the road and things you guys want to do?
Yeah, so we are working on a lot of new music right now. We have a few dates, a couple headliners on this run mixed in with the Buckcherry stuff, and then we come back home for a few weeks. We go back out for Midsummer Music Fest in July, and that's going to be with like Skillet headlining, I believe, cool. Drowning Pool. And then we have a few more headline runs coming up in the fall, as well as kind of releasing new music and stuff. So
that's awesome. And you said you were with, I'm sorry, I lost you there for a second. Go ahead.
I was just saying, we're staying busy.
Good. That's awesome. Is this your first, I guess, like project? Maybe you're kind of taking the lead. I know you said you were with New Year's Day. Is this kind of your first full on, hey, this is kind of like something I'm leading and putting together and getting out there on the road?
For a really long time, I mean, even since like middle school, I've been like writing songs and stuff. Mm-hmm. And like, I've always had a vision in my head for like having a project like that. And it's just, takes a long time to meet people and have all the right things in place. And I'm very fortunate that I have, a great group of brothers and fellow bandmates that help along with it as well. But it does, this kind of is the first thing like that. Yeah. New Year's Day, I was more awesome. Of a hired gun. I met those guys when I lived in California, and that was an amazing experience touring with them. It kind of gave me my tour legs, so to speak. But this has allowed me to get my creativity expressed the way that I always dreamed I could. And it's been with the help of my brothers.
Yeah, and I know it's not easy. Like I've talked to a lot of people, a lot of up and coming bands. Like we need new bands. I mean, there's a lot. Rock and metal and active rock have a lot of great core bands or whatnot, but who are these bands for the next 10 years that we're going to see that are going to kind of take on bigger roles, play more festivals, play bigger slots on festivals? So I guess kind of, what are your guys' big goals? Again, it's fun to talk to you guys being this new band. It's only been around for a couple of years, man. Like what's some of the big goals you guys have out there?
Take over the world.
There we go. I love it.
Yeah. No, yeah, we would love to do, all the festivals and just keep making records and, that are true to our hearts and playing live for people. And really that's really all it comes down to, is just making music that resonates with us first and foremost, and hope that it resonates with other people too.
That's awesome. And again, you guys have mentioned like AC/DC, Def Leppard. You guys have an album and EP out already early in your careers, and I always like to ask this question to everybody who comes on for the first time. I'm an album guy. I still have a CD player in my car. I love buying CDs and getting them. Your guys' favorite no skip albums of all time? Your favorite complete records? So from start to finish, CD and album you put on, and you're not skipping any songs on it.
For me, it's going to be the first Boston album. It's got 8 songs on it. They're all absolutely genius songs, especially back then, the things they were doing. So yeah, that would be probably mine.
Okay.
This may blow your mind, but Styx, Grand Illusion.
Okay.
That would also the Journey Evolution album and Journey Generations. I love that one. My favorite AC/DC album is called The Razor's Edge. I love that. I mean, the title song from that album, even, I just think it was ahead of its time. I mean, it's the favorite AC/DC album.
So I got
a lot of good ones on there.
I got our drummer James behind me, and Jake as well, our bass player. So we'll get them in on the records.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, how you doing? Nice to meet you.
What's up, man? Good to see you.
Yeah, looking forward to you guys being here on Friday, dude. Your guys' favorite no skip albums of all time, and dude, Austin, if you want to throw some more out there, you're welcome to. It just doesn't have to be one album, so it can be multiple, man. So your guys' favorite ones as well.
Mine is probably going to be Metallica, Master of Puppets, for sure.
Nice. All right. You have any more? If you got more, you can share more. You're good, man.
What about you, Jake?
Honestly, I'd have to say probably Hardline Double Eclipse.
Okay.
That's just one, every single time I have to play it the whole way through.
Awesome.
Not one up there I can skip.
Awesome.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the Boston album, Appetite for Destruction, was a big one. AC/DC, Back in Black, of course. I mean, all the classics. But and then I'm also big, like, even in terms of like slightly newer bands, Avenged Sevenfold is a really big one as well. Yep. So probably like the White Album from them was a really big one. Yeah, I don't know. There's so many, so hard.
It's what happens. It's everybody, when you ask this question, you can kind of see the wheels turning in their heads, and it's like, I know I have more. And it's like, yeah, I know. It's one of those things where I've asked the question 1,000 times, so I'm good in my head for what I've got, but I know it's cool. It's fun to ask. Again, man, you guys, Blackwater, Buckcherry, this Friday, Danenberger Family Vineyards. You want tickets, you can still get them, WQLZ.com. You can walk up the day as well and get everything. Gates open up at 5. Guys, where can everybody follow you guys? Website, socials. People want to buy merch from you guys. Again, more new music is on the way, more shows on the way. So people want to support you guys. Where are the socials and websites so people can buy merch?
Yeah, it's going to be gunshineband.com is going to be our website. It's got all of our merch and all the upcoming stuff on it. And then from there, we're just Gunshine on social media, Gunshine Band, I believe, on some accounts. But we're on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, even X, I believe. Yeah, all the main ones. So.
Yep, awesome. You guys are easy to find on there. So, guys, everybody that chimed on in as well, appreciate getting to see everybody in the band. Guys, we'll see you on Friday. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks, man.